Shalom, shalom Israel. This is Brother Ikarab coming out to bring another video of a couple of things that's been on my spirit, stuff that I've been seeing lately on television, on videos, in the news, different things like that. And what I wanted to bring out to you today was to talk about a few things that doesn't seem to be nothing, or someone blew it off as nothing. But we all know that the Most High doesn't do things like that. He shows you his hand before he even plays it. He's a genius with this. It's like playing chess with a master who's telling you, I'm going to make these amount of moves, and I'm going to beat you in these amount of moves. So, first and foremost, let me give all honor and glory and praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. And to say, the water for all those who go out there in the highways and the byways to do this work in spirit and in truth. Those who are trying to reach out to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, to wake the people up, to let them know who they are, to preach the true gospel, the good news, and to warn the people. I give you all a hearty shalom, and I pray the Most High is dealing with you all and is keeping you safe and keeping your families well. I'd like to give a shout out to all the Akim and Akwat out there who loves the Most High in sincerity and in truth, who truly want to keep these commandments, who truly want to do the work, and who's truly trying to better themselves for the kingdom. So, with that being said, has anyone ever paid attention to, well, I'm sure you haven't because I barely came across it my damn self, but there was something going on that they actually had a quarantine lockdown camp, right? It wasn't big. It wasn't nothing that glamorous to be put all over the news or anything like that, but the local stations had it, that they had a place where, I guess we can call it an inn, or I wouldn't even say a motel or anything like that. It's more likely probably an inn. And, oh yeah, that's the name of it, Lakeview Inn. And the whole point of the matter was that this is where they were keeping the people who were so-called on a quarantine. Those who were supposedly sick from the plague that is going around right now, which is kind of odd because, like, how do you find these people and for them to suggest to go to a location behind a 12-foot fence with razor wire over the top surrounding the parking lot for a quarantine area? It wasn't ordained, come to find out, by, I guess, the mayor or whatever of the town. Someone just decided to do it. But the truth of the matter is, who came up with the idea? And why did you do that? Because aren't you supposed to quarantine if you're ever feeling sick at home? So why would you have a designated location? So you can look it up. It's a Lakeview Inn. I believe this is in the state of Washington, on the West Coast. So, come to find out, the Department of Health made a strike team to be able to go out and assist the people. And it's not that the fact of the matter is that it's so bad that you got to have a quarantine camp, but you got to have it so that, why is it that you change the rules of where to go to even quarantine? We can just quarantine at home. Why is someone having to go there? Is this for visitors, out of state, people who just landed? Like, how does this work? How do you pick the people? How were they chosen, right? So, you can go and look into this for yourself. That they actually have this document that came out, the WAC 246-100-040. This is about quarantining and how they want to quarantine and who you quarantine and how it will work. So you mean to tell me they already have rules and regulations and a possible law in place, being put in place? I'm sure not a lot of people voted on it, because a lot of things that this evil, wicked empire like to do is they put a little blip out there, probably in the paper that people don't even read anymore. Oh, we're going to have this kind of a council. We're going to have this kind of a meeting. You can come and you want to argue this if you want to. But we're going to vote on this. And if it's something you don't like, You can go to your city council and argue if you want to, but we all know they do what they want to do. This is their kingdom, right? So with that being said, they have different things already in place for quarantine. But for what? If you can go and stay at home, why do you need to go to a designated place? This is something you find and you've seen in the movies. This is something that you've seen in, what's that movie that even came out? Oh, COVID-23. What's that movie? Songbird? They were doing predictive programming, letting you know there's another strain that's going to come out in 2023 or 2022, depending on how you want to look at it. And then there's quarantine camps and everything else like that, right? So I just want to bring out a couple of things that Esdras was talking about, because I was reading through the book of Esdras, of course, just trying to stay diligent and be a watchman and pay attention to what's going on. So we're going to warn the people and let them know, say, hey, let's not get complacent. Let's not get too comfortable. We're already seeing that the economy is crashing. I don't know if you don't see it. I don't know how you haven't seen it. You're probably still twerking, or you're probably still watching a bunch of TikTok videos and being completely lost in the system. But for those out there who's actually paying attention, watching, and trying to prepare themselves for what's to come, attaboy. But this is what's really going on. That you having people making lockdown quarantine camps. That the economy is crashing so hard and so fast that the shelves are not having as much food anymore. You have items that's not being put out there anymore. So it's time for you to start stocking up if you can. If you can. You have truckers are going on strike because they want better wages. You have other companies shutting down because they want you to take this jab in your arm to say if you're complying or not, for whatever hell reason. Because the president you all decided to vote for has sat there and mandated something when they said before that they weren't going to do it because of your freedom. But we all know that's a bunch of garbage. So be as it may, it keeps going. You got the ships off the coast of LA and California, and the LA and San Francisco and the different ports, Savannah, all around the world being affected because they can't even get in because there's no shipment containers. There's lack of shipment containers. When did it become a lack? When all you look all around, there's always shipping, but there's no one wanting to go to work because they want to pay you. Because people are so tired of something that these people have created to put out there. And then you have these other scientists and wannabes who's saying, oh, I had no idea. And you got other countries involved. This is one big plan. And let's not forget, we all see what hell's going on. Those who don't have our head in the ground, we see what's going on. But it's for you, Israel, for you to wake up. Right? Because there's different things that even the Bible says it was going to happen first. And I'm not going to touch on everything, but you got to read for yourself. And I'm just going to give you an example, because if you're not paying attention, they're going to have a quarantine zone. There's a couple places here and there. You know they practicing. They trying it. The spirit is out there. It's to warn the people. Get ready for this. You might have to be as a pilgrim and keep it moving. There's a reason why the Most High made up these movies and inspire these people to come up with these ideas. It's to warn us. Pay attention, Israel. It's in your face daily, constantly. So let's see. Let's go to 2nd Esdras, chapter 6. And I think I'll probably start with 18. I'm sure you've heard this plenty of times. I probably said this I don't know how many times in different videos. But it's always for someone new. And those who know what's going on, prepare yourselves and spread the word to somebody else. You get yourselves ready. All right? Verse 18, and it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth. And I will begin to make inquisition of them, that they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness. And when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then when I show these tokens, the book shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together. And the children of a year old shall speak with their voices, and the women with child shall bring forth untimely children of 3 or 4 months old, and they shall live and be raised up. We have seen that. We haven't seen the one speak on a year old. Some of you might have. But I'm going to speak on the experience that we've had brothers who bringing forth babies, preemie, and survived. So this is just letting you know what's going on in Israel. Don't get caught slipping. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. That's what's going on right now. The grocery stores are getting less and less product because less and less drivers to drop off the product. The importing is ridiculous right now. There's no one to do the work. But yet there's no one want to go to work? Does that make any sense? They don't want to pay you what you're worth. But they got work to be done. So they're showing the greed of this place. No one wants to do anything. We know this kingdom is completely divided. It's a wrap. It's over. This place is finished. But I read on. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which every man heareth shall be suddenly afraid. And that's another thing you got to worry about. When you hear that trumpet, be afraid. But we're sounding the trumpets all the time because we're in the streets telling people, get ready, get prepared for what's going on. And you're not even listening to us. You're not listening to what's being said. Everyone's being completely complacent about what's going on. And it's like, what should I do? How should I do it? What do you mean? We've been telling you this the whole time. Be ready. Be prepared. Yeah, but what? Start getting yourself prepared mentally, physically, spiritually. I'm going to give you a precept for that. That's going to be in 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal shall put on immortality. And that's what we got to get ready for. This is a goal. Let's not get caught slipping on this. But what are you going to do? If you have an ear, let them hear. What are you going to do? Are you getting ready, Israel? Are you? Are you just as complacent to see the background that I have right now? He's like, this is a nice little background. There's not really much going on. I'm just looking at the lake that's in front. I don't know if you can see it or not. You got nice trees, a nice beautiful day. Just like the days of Noah. What were they doing? Marrying, carrying on, having a good old time, wishing they can go to the games, still want to be married. I want to go to the club, but I got to wear this mask. Oh, I just want to go out here so bad and go to Six Flags, but I want to get this put in my arm so I don't have to worry about someone coughing in my face. But see, we're going to be dancing and having a good old time and making videos and doing everything else that's not really here to help you. But when that trump sound, it's going to be on and popping. So back to Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 24. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. No one's ready for that. Friends going to fight against one another. It's going to get so bad out here. You're going to be fighting. So when these camps start popping up, I don't care whether they want to use a Walmart, a Target, whatever the case may be. Who gives a damn? Things are going to hit the fan. Because the Most High he's going to try the hell out of you. You want to see who's on his team, who really got that faith. He even said that. He said, I had to try you like a father. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and get that. Let me go ahead and get that in Deuteronomy. And I believe that was 8. Chapter 8, verse 2. And thou shalt remember all the way in which the Lord thy God led thee these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble thee and to prove thee, to know what's in thine heart, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or no. It's the same thing. Are you going to have faith in Hamashiach Yahweh that he's going to come back and save you? Oh yeah, he's going to try the hell out of you. But you don't see it right now because it's going to be real bad. Because we think it's all fun and games. We think we got some more time. The writing's on the wall, people. Going back to 2 Esdras chapter 6, Verse 24. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. It's going to get real bad. Things is going to just stop happening, stop working. Things is going to get bad. You got volcanoes erupting, still erupting. You got the weather changes. Oh, it's something different. It has nothing to do with the Most High. They want to call it climate change. They don't give no credence to the Most High because He hardened their hearts. We know what it is. The Most High is pissed off and He's coming back. That's what it is. Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told, these shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world. That's going to be it. That's the end of your world. But you're not even paying attention to what's going to happen first. Are you being mentally, physically, and spiritually prepared for this? Verse 26, and the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted death from their birth, and the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed and turned to another meaning. But that's what we're waiting on. But we're not going to see anything if we're not being diligent and being watchmen and watching and paying attention to what's going on and seeing the times, preparing ourselves. I don't know what the Most High is going to do for us. Some of us are just going to rely completely solely on Yahweh Shem Yahshua. We're just going to complete His words that, hey, He got me. He's going to cover me. Some people are going to be out there and prep their butt off. They're going to stock up for some food. Who knows? We might be preparing for no reason. We might be out here. There's a reason why we're rehearsing the righteous acts of having tabernacles, being out here living in tents, especially if you need to be mobile, especially when people going to come around and kicking in your doors. What are you going to do? We know that, but what are you going to do? Do you even have a tent, a sleeping bag? Do you even have food? Do you even have an escape plan? Do you have a ration? Do you have enough? Things are as tight as it is for some of us because we know we're Israel and we're going through. But what else are we doing? So let me go ahead and go to the next one. We'll go to 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse... I'll start with 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in my mouth, saith the Lord. Put in thy mouth, Salakia, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, the famine, death, and destruction. For the wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Let me tell you something. Have you heard this thing, the veil of silence? What's been going on in these so-called Catholic churches and everything? These people who so-called follow the Bible, so-called love Jesus and God. That they got this thing that they said it led up to about 330,000 children being abused by the clergy and lay members within the Francis Catholic Church since the 1950s. Not 18s, not 17s, not 6, not since the beginning, but since the 1950s, over 330,000 children being abused. Why you people are still dealing with the Catholic Church, I don't understand it. How do you have, and I got this on my article, I actually have this thing. I wish I could find a way to post it so you can see it. Nuns rape girls with crucifixes as female pedophilia was covered up by the church. What is going on? That's why he says in verse 6, for the wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Nuns raped girls with crucifixes. What? Come on, man. Are you serious right now? So you mean to tell me with all this being done, you see what I'm saying? You mean to tell me that these people have sat there and raping girls with crucifixes. What? And you in the church. So are you even applying the church? I mean, the Bible to what you think? You just evil. There ain't nothing we can say. You just evil as hell. Okay, so let's keep going. Verse 8. I'll start with verse 7. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching the wickedness which they profanely commit, neither would I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. That's what we doing. We constantly complaining continually. But the people just ain't seen it. Did he blind you? Did he harden your heart? Damn. It's more gonna die than be that's gonna make it. Verse 9. And therefore said the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof as before. So it must be another place called Egypt then, because ain't no one over there doing it now. So where's that spiritual Egypt right now? Where is that Egypt at? It must be here, because it's a land of bondage. You guys heard enough from Deuteronomy 28. Where is that land of bondage at? It's here now. This northern country. But see, we ain't paying attention because we keep thinking this is all cool. We're not even paying attention because we're thinking that this is what's supposed to happen. Some people thinking that this is cool. Some people don't even care. Some people don't even think about this stuff. Some people just atheists, right? We're all going to see what's going to happen to them. But you got to think about it. It's like right now, they got this one world church that's being built in Abu Dhabi on an island, right? It's going to be completed by 2022. The vision is to have all the different churches, the main top 3 churches, which is kind of weird to me. You're going to have the main 3 top churches going to be there, right? So you're going to have the Muslims who's going to have theirs for Islam. You're going to have the Catholic Church, whatever. And then, if you look, it's supposed to be the Christians is going to be there. But it's going to be the Ish Jews that's going to be there. So, they want this place to be one world, one place to go, one area that's going to be all inclusive. But it's kind of funny though, because they're in the land of Ishmael that's going over there. They tell you can convert from a Catholic to a Muslim, but you can't go from being a Muslim to a Catholic. They ain't having it. You can't even have the cross on the outside of the building for display. So, but you all want to be able to be equal. See, that right there doesn't make any sense. You're already contradicting yourself. But this is what you want to have. One world church in Abu Dhabi. You can look it up online. Check it out. It's kind of strange when you sit there and you think about it. Like, so things is coming to fruition from Revelation. But you're not paying attention because you're not being a watchman. That's why it's like, pay attention to what's going around you, Israel. Get on the news. Quit saying I didn't know. You can't say I didn't know. Be a watchman. And when people sit and tell you, are you going to take it? You're going to heed the warning? You're going to get ready? Nope. I'm going to do something else. I got other things to do. Going back to 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in the hand. Hell, they doing it right now. Just on a mask mandate. Just on getting a jab in your arm mandates. It's going to be hell. These people want to lose their damn mind. And all you can do is pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He'll be able to protect you and cover you and keep you. So you might want to start building up your faith right now. Quit playing. Quit thinking, oh, all I got to do is just keep a couple things and I'm good. You better look around you. You still got to deal with the devil. He's still out there. Because your faith without works is dead. You better be doing, you better have that faith and you better have that works. You better be doing something. 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard the kings nor their princes, which is all the leadership and rulership. People telling you what to do, the police, your government. People ain't listening no more. They constantly fighting all around the world right now. You got China distracting everybody because they want to go take over Taiwan. United States want to sell nuclear submarines to Australia so they can be able to help and defend against China. It's like, you might want to worry about everything else, but we all know this is prophetic. Tell you guys, you got to pay attention to what's going on, man. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Check that out. You even got the Haitians down there who's catching hell. Just want to come across the border because their land has been destroyed, but yet he don't got the pigmentation for the laws to apply to you. It's not about you. It's about who they choose to let in. They get to be picking and choosing. This place is full of hypocrisy. So why do you care if this place stands or fall? Why do you care if this place stays around? Let this place go, man. Come out of here, my people. So you don't partake in none of her plagues. Because this is bad. This is real bad. For because their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. So, well, we all know about that. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. They ain't gonna be going around mobbing people. Look at, what's that show on Netflix? Black Summer? Look that up. Watch them two first seasons. See what's going to happen. That's exactly how crazy the people going to be in these damn streets because they predictive programming you all to go out there and tear each other up, get your guns, get all your ammunition, get your silencers, and start popping people off 100, 200, 300 yards out. Don't even know what's going on. And that was your last meal. And all you was doing was crossing the street. Because people gonna be out here losing their damn minds. That's why people don't understand what's going on. And all you gotta do sometime, Israel, is just sit back and think, what is going to happen? What am I going to do? And how shall I do it? We gotta pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and say, hey, what must I do to be ready? Mentally, physically, and spiritually. Sometimes all you can do, Israel, is just pray. And let the Holy Spirit guide you. Let him show you everything. Because right now, it looks real beautiful. It looks calm and peaceful. When they say peace, peace, sudden destruction gonna come. Are you gonna be ready, Israel? I'm Mike Rob. I just want to bring this video out real quick. Just to share some of the things I've just seen. There's so much more I'm gonna bring out. Because it's that time that things need to be shown to us. Because some of us just need to be spoon-fed. And it's ridiculous that we still act this way. You gotta be spoon-fed instead of standing up and girding up your own loins and doing what you're supposed to do. So with that, I'm gonna leave you with this. Call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. All praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. The water again for listening. And I pray you guys be diligent. Pray to come back to the Most High. Come back to your law, statute, commandments. And come out of here, my people. Stop worrying about this place. This place is finished. And with that, shalom.